So I thought I'd give a pretty quick recap of the Indianapolis Home Show for 2016. I can tell you that beginning of the week it was pretty uneventful. I mean, we were pretty disappointed, to be truthfully honest with you. Sean and I thought we'd really sell about 100 on Saturday and Sunday, and we ended up selling 13. I will say that we sold at a higher dollar volume than just the smaller one night. People down here were not interested in one night deals at all, like at all. The way that I went into it is I basically said, hey, I've got a home show special, and I've got a one night and a two night. Which do you want to hear? And I'd say 9 times out of 10 they wanted the two night. I could tell pretty much right away if they were interested or not interested in the deal. Once I found that out, I'd say honestly, probably beginning yesterday, I just basically said, hey, do you want to know what the home show deal is? And they absolutely, and that's pretty much how I sold that. So I think I probably did sell a little bit less, but we also created I did this on Saturday or Sunday when things started going down. We just didn't get as much. It might have been Monday. But I had Adam register www.brookpointdeal.com. And I have that forwarded to that gift card cafe shopping cart link for the deal that we offer. So that's really kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep that deal active for very long, but maybe I will. I don't know. But anyway, that it worked really well, because if they didn't want to buy it, they were hesitant. We already know that like only 1% of the people actually come back that you pitch it to if they walk away from the table. So maybe 5%, but I doubt that. But what's nice is now I have an option to give them a link to go buy that deal from their computer, and I basically say, hey, this link will work good until midnight at the end of the home show. And I think I've had 3 people do that today alone. So it's kind of cool because I'm not advertising that online anywhere, no other Facebook special, so I know that link is actually working. So it's pretty exciting. That's working. I had some allergy issues on Wednesday. Come to find out that the building across over here, which is also known as the South Pavilion, I think it's called, which doesn't make any sense because this building is actually more further south than that building, and this is the West Pavilion. Anyway, I don't understand it, but apparently that's where they keep the horses, and I'm really allergic to horses, so I did already put a deposit down for next year. We're going to be next to Tony's booth. You can see the green or the purple balloons over here across the way. We're actually going to be on the other side of that, where the green helmet booth is. So that'll be kind of cool to get that. I'm going to go over and take some pictures of that booth space so we can kind of plan a little bit better and know exactly what's going to happen. Actually, I'll just run over there real quick. One of the other things that I found out this week is a lot of people do not like Sybaris. They kind of find that a hotel very disgusting, which is very interesting because when I had always heard of Sybaris before, I always heard people say, hey, it's like this or it's like, but I found out that Sybaris actually charges for a 4-hour block of time. You can see how much busier this alleyway is compared to ours. We do not have nearly as many people in our booth spot as what they do. So it's kind of interesting to see how that differs. We did put the people counter between those 2 poles, the 2 yellow poles. Here's Tony over here eating
red velvet cheesecake.
Wow, where did we get that at?
10 and best over here.
Oh, that's nice. So this is Tony's booth, and we're obviously going to be right here next year where the gutter helmet is, so you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. Booth space wise, it's a good chance these guys are going to be back, so it kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking at. So anyway, that's kind of the recap for it. The allergy issues caused me to get sick, and it's a long days. During the weekday, there's just no activity in aisle 300. Doing my little recap. Anyway, So aisle 300, you can see this is aisle 100. There's obviously some foot traffic, but aisle 300 where we are, there's like no one. I actually started tearing down. It's a little bit before 5 right now, and I kind of started tearing down some of my booth and turned off the lights and things like that because it's just not as busy. You see, this is 200, aisle 200, and this is aisle 300. You can see how it's just vacant. So there's a big, and honestly imagine that being completely full, Tony's aisle being completely full, and ours just being dead. So it just, it really makes a difference, but I'll be glad to get out of this spot. We did put a deposit down for next year of like $700 and some odd dollars. So that is that's the recap for Brook Point Inn at the Indianapolis Home Show for 2016.